But like you want to level up, but you don't want to take risk. You want to level up, but you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. Tell me how. I'm waiting. Enjoy your life. Don't take life too hard. I'm not saying don't take life seriously, but just don't take life too hard, because where's the point? Regardless of how little you think your win is, someone else is looking for that win. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ife and I'm back again with another video for you guys. So first things first, happy new year everyone. I think this is gonna be my first video in the new year, so happy new year. I really pray that this new year brings you nothing but joy, happiness, peace, and I pray that we're all able to achieve our goals in 2025. With that being said, today's video is basically a leveling up video. So I'll basically be giving you guys tips on how to level up in 2025, because 2025 is the year where we take action. We don't just talk, we do. Do you understand? So with that being said, let's get right into the video. So the first thing that I have is that we're going to reflect on 2024, right? We're not going to dwell. So when I mean reflect, we're going to reflect on the things that we learned, the things that worked, the things that didn't work out. So what I mean by that is, you look back, you reflect, you analyze, okay, what did I do in 2024 that worked for me? What did I do in 2024 that didn't work for me? Just like, it's just a basic reflection of things that worked and things that didn't work. And from there, you know how to like set your goals, like, okay, things that you want to work on, things that you want to drop, and things like that. So after you've done like a deep dive of reflection, you've written things down, you know where you're at, you know the things that you want to work on, you know the things that you don't want to do anymore, whatever. I don't know what your goals are. But after you've done your reflection, we're going to set clear and bold goals. We're not just going to say, for instance, I want to start a YouTube channel in 2025 and then that's all. No, we're going to set clear and bold goals, which means I want to start a YouTube channel in 2025 by February 1st. By March 1st, I want to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to start creating my banner at so time. I'm going to start advertising. So basically like posting on your story for people to subscribe, send it to your friends and family, send it to people like, please subscribe to my channel, blah, 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 blah. Just basically giving them that key to like anticipate on your video, on you posting soon. You're gonna already have a date. You're gonna be like, okay, I'm going to record X, Y, and Z videos by X, Y, and Z time, so that I'm able to post by, let's just say, March 1st. So you already know the kind of videos that you want to create. If you want, you can niche down. If you want, you can create like, okay, I want to create beauty today, lifestyle tomorrow, vlog, whatever you want to do. Just make sure that you have them down and you work towards getting to that goal of starting that channel on the 1st of March, which means dropping your first video on the 1st of March. And also like making sure that you have other videos to post back to back to back, because the thing about YouTube is, or even content in general, if you don't post, like, nobody remembers you, you know what I'm saying? But this is just like an example for like YouTube. But like whatever goals you want to achieve, just make sure that you have clear and bold goals. Make sure that like they're clear, like you have specific times, like they're specific, they're measurable, they're achievable, they're relevant. Just make sure that like you have them written down one way or another, and you have the steps that you're going to take to make sure that these goals are achieved. Because if not, they will just be goals in your head and they will not like come into fruition, if that makes sense. The next thing that I have is build better habits. So basically, building healthy and consistent habits is the foundation to any success, right? For instance, example of better habits that you can build that would help you just in general, because I don't know what your goals are, but these are just like general habits that are good, right? Reading books. Reading habits I think reading habit is an habit that like everyone like needs or has to build. Even me myself that I'm talking, like I really want to build that habit of reading. It just makes you like intellectually sound. It makes you aware. Like it just makes you smarter. It makes you more knowledgeable on things. It makes you wiser. It gives you more understanding on things. Just it broadens your vocabulary. Do you get what I mean? The next thing I'll say is going to the gym or like eating healthy are also good habits that you can cultivate, and not just about like going to the gym, waking up early to go to the gym, because these things are actually like hard. Maybe some people find it easy because they've actually built that, but I don't think like anybody just boom finds it easy to like wake up super early, like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. Do you get what I'm saying? So building the habit of like, okay, every morning I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym so I can start my day right. It's a great habit to build. You just kind of build character. Do you get what I'm saying? Spending time with God is also like a really great habit. Like spending time with God. Please try your best in 2025 to spend time with your maker and your creator. Like it's very important. He will literally guide you through your life. So I think it's a very important habit to spend time with God, to communicate with him, read your Bible, pray, fast, do all of these things just to have a better relationship and a better connection with him. Another thing that I'm gonna say is it's easy to be motivated, but it's not easy to discipline yourself to do something. So no matter how much you're motivated to go to the gym, to read your Bible, to eat healthy, to read a book, until you've built that discipline, it's all just going to be motivation. Do you get what I'm saying? So try to don't just be motivated. You can actually watch a video. You can watch this video right now and be motivated and be like, okay, yes, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And it's just in your head. And you don't actually like plan how you're going to do it or what you're going to do. You probably don't even know what you're going to do. But if you watch a video, you're like, okay, I'm motivated to this thing. Okay, how can I do it? Okay, I'm going to actually start this thing tomorrow or next week on feeling. And just motivating just disciplining yourself to get that thing done, regardless of how hard it is. Because at the end of the day, nothing is really easy. Nothing really comes easy. It's going to be hard. It's just, are you willing to do the hard thing? And what are those things that you're willing to do the hard thing for, if that makes sense? So you can be motivated all you want, but if you're not building that discipline to get that thing done, motivation is not really going to take you far. The next thing I'm going to say is to invest in your personal growth. So for instance, just commit to learning a new skill, whatever that skill may be. Just try to commit to learning a particular skill. So for instance, I'm always going to use like YouTube because that's what I'm more familiar with. So for instance, like you want to be a content creator, like familiarize yourself with like, oh, how to use like an editing app, like how do I edit, and even like learning editing to the point where like you can start teaching people, to the point where you can start editing for people. It's a skill, because people actually pay for other people to edit your videos for them, because either they can't edit it, they don't have time, they don't feel like, whatever the case may be. But being able to edit a video because you're learning it even for yourself, and then you're able to make money off of it, like, you know what I'm saying? Or even if it's a skill that, like, for instance, something just pops up in your head, okay, I want to learn how to bake a cake. And then you learn how to bake a cake, but it's like you don't really have plans as of right now to make it a business or whatever. You just want to do it as a hobby because maybe, I don't know, you want to go to med school. So you go to med school, whatever, you're a doctor, whatever. Or even like maybe in med school, I don't know, I'm just making things up, right? Somehow someone needs a cake, I don't know, somehow you're able to help. Just things like that, where it's like you're able to be useful in places that you find yourself, because you've kind of developed skills here and there, here and there, here and there, and so you're able to be useful like wherever you find yourself, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Just try to like learn new skills, because like learning can never like do you harm, if that makes sense. Like, it will only make you better to yourself and to the people around you. My next point would be to prioritize your well-being. Prioritize your health and your well-being. Your physical well-being, your emotional well-being, your mental well-being. these things are very important, and I feel like some of us don't really like take it seriously, or like make it like a priority to like, you know, make sure like these things are like good, like they're healthy, if that makes sense. That's like prioritizing your health simply means eating healthy food. Talking to myself, eating healthy. It doesn't have to be like going to gyms to like go lifting like heavy weight. It can literally just be something as simple as taking a walk can help you with your physical well-being, emotional well-being, your mental well-being. Something as simple as reading books, listening to podcasts can really help with your mental and your emotional well-being, because like people really have like issues with like their emotional state of mind, or that like their mental state of mind, and like if you don't deal with these things like as soon as possible, like they would literally really affect you in the future. So like if you realize or you notice that like you're doing some things, you're overly emotional, you're overly sensitive, your mental state is not the most stable, things like that, like do things to help improve it. Don't just say like it's normal, it's not normal. Like do things to like try to improve those things, because then you have a better life, you know what I mean. And like if you're not here anymore, like if someone that is here and alive that can achieve goals, that can set goals, achieve goals, do this, do that, if we're not here anymore because we're not taking care of ourselves, there's no point. Do you get what I mean? So as far as you're here, you want to achieve this, you want to achieve that, take care of yourself, make sure you're taking care of yourself, make sure you're not like overworking yourself, take breaks, rest, like practice mindfulness, like do all these things just to like make sure that like you're not just like doing, but like you're also like taking steps back, and just like reflecting, and just like sitting back and just be like, okay, I think like know your body, know when it's time to rest, know when it's time to work. Don't overwork yourself because you want to make money, because you have goals to achieve and whatnot. Take a breather, it's okay. Okay, you're gonna get there. It's a process. Next point is to embrace discomfort and take risks. I know this one some of us don't like to do. This one some of us don't like to do. Like you want to level up, but you don't want to take risk. You want to level up, but you don't want to get out of your comfort zone. Tell me how. I'm waiting. It's not possible. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to take the risk. You have to do it. Like it's not going to be easy. No one ever said it's going to be easy, but you have to do it. You just have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to get out of your shell. You have to take that risk. Doesn't mean it's all going to work out. Doesn't mean it's going to work out the first time, the second time, the third time, whatever. But as long as you keep trying. There's something I hear like on the internet. They say you don't fail because you started the thing and it didn't work out. You fail when you start the thing. You fail when you start the thing, it didn't work out, and then you give up. That giving up, that's where you failed. But as long as that thing didn't work out, and you picked yourself back up and you tried again and you tried again, you are not a failure. You're not a failure. You're a failure when you give up on your dreams. When you give up on yourself, that's when you become a failure. But as long as you keep trying, you're not a failure. You haven't failed yet. So you thinking that, oh, because it didn't work out, because that video didn't blow up, because that I didn't get the subscribers I planned to get this month, blah 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 blah, do you think that you failed? You haven't failed yet. Like things are not like sunshine and rainbows that just work out anyhow we expect them to work out. Like it's okay if you take that risk, it doesn't pan out the way you want it to pan out. You know, keep trying. One day it would work out. That's how life works. As long as you keep trying, you're gonna get better. It's gonna work out for you. Don't be afraid to take that risk, because there are a bunch of opportunities that you can literally miss out on because you're scared, because you don't want to get out of your comfort zone, because you don't want to take that risk. There's so many opportunities that you could have missed out on, or that you can potentially miss out on because you're afraid. And let me tell you, fear is not going to take you anywhere. Fear is not going to take us anywhere. And this means even talking to myself, like the fear of being seen, the fear of being perceived. And that's something I've told myself in 2025. I don't like, usually me, I wouldn't sit down and make this kind of video. Even if I sit down and make this kind of video, it's probably not gonna get out there. This year I've told myself that I'm not going to be afraid of what people have to say about me. People are gonna talk anyways, and I don't care. I'm not gonna care. I used to care before, but I'm not gonna care anymore. It's a mindset thing. Like, I'm not saying deep down I don't care, but it's just a mindset thing of like, I'm just gonna choose not to care. I'm gonna choose whether I'm perceived, whether I'm not perceived. I'm not gonna let that stop me from achieving my goals. Like, why would I let another person stop me from achieving my own goals? How does that make sense? It doesn't make sense, right? So yeah, that's what I've told myself. Like, myself, I'm not gonna let the fear of being seen, the fear of being perceived, to stop me from doing things that I love, to stop me from doing things that I enjoy, like making videos like this, posting, doing things like that. Like, I'm not gonna let the fear of being seen, trying, even if I fail, even if it doesn't work out, I'm not gonna let the fear of being seen stop me, because I know one day it's gonna work out. We don't know the future, only God knows the future. So at the end of the day, every single thing that we do in this life is a risk, whether we know it or not. It might not really some things might not really feel like as much of a risk, but everything we do is a risk, because we actually don't know how the thing will actually pan out or how it will turn out. Like, literally going out to the grocery store is a risk. You don't know if you're gonna get in some type of accident, God forbid, but you don't know. But you don't really think about it, because that's something you do every single day, right? So you don't really think about it like that. But at the end of the day, like, it's 2025, we're taking on the challenge, we're taking on the risk, we're getting out of our comfort zone, because we're here to achieve our goals, period. Another really important one is celebrating your wins, tracking your progress. Like, this one is very important, because like, sometimes when you're doing some things, you don't really know how much progress you've made if you're not like paying attention or tracking it. It doesn't really look like you've done a lot. It doesn't really look like you've achieved anything. But that's why it's very important to track. For instance, me now, like, with like my YouTube or like my TikTok or Instagram, I like to like take screenshots, and I know a lot of like creators do this as well. Just taking like screenshots, like when I gain, let's say, 100 subscribers, I take a screenshot, 200, 250, 300, like just taking screenshots. That way you're able to like see like, oh wow, I started at 100 subscribers in the beginning of the year, and I ended at 1,000. Like, literally, I started at 170-ish subscribers last year, January, and I ended with like, I think about 2,500 subscribers or thereabout by the end of the year. Just being able to like track my progress, like, I'm able to like, oh wow, like, that's a lot. Like, that's actually a lot. And also celebrating your wins, regardless of how small. If you open a YouTube channel today and you gain 100 subscribers, celebrate it, regardless of how small it might look. Like, there's also something I hear, it's like, think about if 100 people came out just for you, just to hear you speak, just to hear you sing, just to hear you perform one way or another. They came out just for you, 100 people in a room, in a hall, whatever. You think that's not a lot of people? No. Like, that's not a lot of people to you? No. Well, it's a lot of people to me. Like, I don't even know if I'll be able to stand up and do that kind of thing. I don't know, because to me, like, that's a lot of people. Like, that's a lot of people. Even when people like walk up to me and be like, oh, I like your channel, or oh my gosh, she's a YouTuber, blah blah blah, I'm just like, but like 100 people is a lot of people. It's just a mindset thing. It's just a thing of like, we already kind of like see like, okay, 100 is not the goal, 100 is not gonna get me monetized, 100 so it's not enough, it's not enough. But it doesn't matter. Like, celebrate where you're at, enjoy your life. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself for nothing, over nothing. Like, you gain 100, celebrate. You gain 500, celebrate. You gain 1,000, celebrate. Because you're what celebrating, regardless of how little you think your win is. Someone else is looking for that win. You think you have 100 subscribers, someone that has 2 subscribers, if they get that 100, they'll be very happy. So think about it like that. Like, you think that whatever, it's just 100 subscribers, someone else would be very happy if they had that 100 subscribers. Think about that. So try to celebrate your wins, try to track your progress, whether it's journaling, whether I know there's this thing where like you can, how do I say this, like there's like a jar, and then you like write things down. Okay, I've done this, I've done this, I've done it, then put it like in jars, and then maybe at the end of each month, 3 months, whatever way you want to do it, just open the jar, just like read things like, wow, okay, so I've done this, I've like, I promise you, when you don't track your progress, when you don't pay attention to these things, you would feel like you're not doing anything in your life. You feel like you're not achieving anything. That's why it's important to track these things, to pay attention to these things, like be in the present moment. Like don't be too much of like, what am I gonna achieve tomorrow, the future, the future, the future. Like enjoy the present. Even me, I'm always like the future, the future. But like it's very important to enjoy your present moments, enjoy the things that are working, enjoy life, enjoy yourself, enjoy family, just enjoy things that are happening around you, and be paying attention. Journal, take pictures, just enjoy your life. Don't take life too hard. I'm not saying don't take life seriously, but just don't take life too hard, because what's the point? Just don't take life too hard. Track your progress. Like I said, if you don't track your progress, you will most likely feel like you haven't achieved anything or you haven't done much. So try to like track the things that you're doing and celebrate your wins. Even if it's just like, oh, you buy a little cake for yourself, you take yourself out to dinner, you get yourself something small that maybe you've always wanted, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna treat myself because I achieved this goal. Like compensate yourself. Don't always wait for other people to compensate you. Compensate yourself for your wins, for your success, for your progress, whatever the case may be. Another thing, stay adaptable, stay flexible. This life, everything is not going to work out. Your goals are not always going to pan out as you expect them to. You can set a goal to gain 1,000 subscribers in a month, and you only gain 200 subscribers that month. Doesn't mean that you failed. It doesn't mean that you didn't put in the work. It just means it didn't work out that month. Be flexible. Like, okay, what can I do next month that would get me to that goal? It's not over until it's over. So stay flexible. Be okay with like switching things around, because like I said, things are not always going to work out. And if you're not flexible, you're not going to be able to deal with disappointment very well. So try to like stay flexible. If things don't work out, go back to the drawing board. Think, okay, what can I do differently? How can I change things that would work out? What didn't work out? What videos did well? What videos didn't really do well? How can I move things around? That's the whole point of like, it's a journey, it's a process. It's not, you're not gonna get it boom just like that. That's why it's important to like stay flexible. Don't just think like, oh, because you set this goal, it's definitely gonna work out just like that. Because when it doesn't, it'll mess with your head. It'll make you think that you're not good enough. It'll make you think you're doing something wrong. Just all manner of nonsense. Just try not to lose sight of like the bigger picture, because at the end of the day, there are different ways to get to one goal. It's not just a straight path to get to one goal. There are different ways to get to one particular goal. There are different ways to gain 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like I didn't know that just by posting shorts, because I haven't posted on my regular YouTube in like over a year, right? But I was consistently like posting shorts. I didn't know that just because, if you told me that if you keep posting shorts, you gain 1,000 plus subscribers in less than a year, I'll say it's a lie. I'll say, how? It's not possible. Who watches shorts? Blah 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 blah. But I still tried it. I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna post shorts since it's aligned with like TikTok and Instagram mode, whatever. But I don't know. Since it aligns with like Instagram and TikTok, I can post the same content on shorts. That's what I kept doing. And just like tweaking it a little bit. And shorts basically gave me maybe 90% of my subscribers. So like I said, there are more than one way. If you don't post on regular video, it didn't work out, okay, maybe I can post on shorts. You get what I mean? There's more than one way to achieve your goals. Just try not to lose sight of the bigger picture, but be flexible. It's okay if this doesn't work out. Okay, what else can I do? How can I do it differently? Things like that. Last but not the least, Seek God first. The Bible says seek God first and his righteousness, and every other thing will be added unto you. Don't lose sight of God. Put God at the center of your goals. Put God at the center of your plans, because he really is the only one that can help you achieve these goals. If you really think about it, speak to him about your goals. Speak to him about your future ambitions, because truly with God, we're nothing. We can do nothing without him. So try not to lose sight of God. Try to seek him, allow him to guide you, allow him to lead you, and you will not regret it. You will literally not regret it. Like I said, things might not always pan out the way you want them to pan out, but he would give you peace, he will give you knowledge, he would give you wisdom, he would give you direction. Do you understand? So please seek God, put him at the center of your goals, at the center of everything that you want to do, and everything else that I've talked about would definitely work out for you. And I really, really hope that we all have a great, amazing year this year. I hope this year is the best year that we've ever had. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you watch this video to the very end, God bless you. I love you so much. I really, really appreciate you, and I pray all your dreams come true. But yeah, thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to comment. Yes, don't forget to comment. Also follow me on my Instagram and my TikTok. I would leave them on the screen. And yeah, with that being said, I will definitely be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye guys.